Hey, I'm going to do a little bit of a vlog thing. Today is July 12th, and I think I'm not going to put this out until next week. I did make the decision to try to monetize my channel again so that the content that I'm making can at least pay me back just a little something. And I'm only saying that because I like to be accountable, not be disingenuous. If you don't like getting ads in the videos that you watch on YouTube, then you should think about getting YouTube Premium. And this is not a sponsored video, but I have been a YouTube Premium member for a very long time. I don't even remember how long. And the difference between watching ads and not watching ads is huge. I can listen to ASMR videos in my earpiece all night long, and I never get an ad, which is really nice. So with a YouTube Premium family membership, it's $23, $22.99 plus tax, whatever, I guess. And you get you can attach 4 Gmail accounts to that, and it just so happens that there's 4 people in my family. So we never have to watch YouTube ads, which is great. So I don't know when I'm going to be able to remonetize again. For accountability reasons, I will tell you that I was demonetized about a year and a half ago. And that's because I was seeing things on TikTok and Instagram Reels, and I was bumping those visuals over to my YouTube channel because that's what I do on Facebook and Instagram. Because I like to share what I watch. I'm not trying to make money off of it because I wasn't making any money off of those videos anyway. Those specific videos were not monetized. But YouTube didn't like the fact that I was getting a lot of views. I was getting thousands of views on those reels that I was copying and then bumping over. And they flagged me for non-original content, which is fine because at the time I was like, I was considering leaving Scentsy anyway. I just wanted to take a step back from social media. So I didn't appeal it. I just said, you know what, go ahead and demonetize my channel. That's fine. And so the other day when I was thinking about, coming back to YouTube, I said, well, what would it take for me to get remonetized again? So I went and I hit the earn button. And you need 1,000 watch time hours. That's not views, that's hours. Editing me here, I watched back what I filmed this morning and I was wrong. I don't know what I was thinking. It's not 1,000 watch time hours, it's 4,000 watch time hours that you need. So in order for me to re-monetize, because of reuse content, you have to either have 1,000 subscribers, which I have. I've got 40. And then you have to have one of the following. You need 4,000 watch time hours or 10 million shorts views in 90 days. That's never going to happen. So anyway, I'm about, what would you say, out of 4,000, am I an eighth of the way there? I'm an eighth of the way there, I guess. So it's going to be a while until I'm monetized. So you won't be seeing commercials. Although, if you don't have a YouTube Premium subscription, you still see commercials. At least that's what people told me. They told me that that they still see commercials, even on unmonetized videos, because YouTube wants to make that coin. Anyway, it'll be a while. So don't worry about it. The last video that I put out about 6 days ago, it has like 800 something views, and it was about a half an hour long. So I appreciate the fact that you all watched, almost all of you watched through to the end, which is kind of cool. Well, not all, maybe half of you watched through to the end. So I might be doing a little bit of vlogging. The other thing that I could do is 10 million shorts views, and that's not going to happen. At least not with my original content. It's kind of easy to bump over the viral TikToks, literally copy it to your phone and then post it as your own. And then you will get views, but you know, I'm somebody who can tell you from experience that you will be demonetized if you do that. So anyway, let's get on to a little bit of fragrance. I have here a Snowberry scent circle, which is knocking my socks off on day 4. It is so good. It is so strong. I love it oh so much. It has, and I did write down the scent notes, loganberry, strawberry, peppermint, and zesty cinnamon. Now, I will link in the description of this video a video that I did about 3 years ago where I mixed loganberry, strawberry, and cinnamon, I think, into a cocktail, and I made a snowberry drink. And while the video was a piece of shit, it was unorganized. I think my mother called me in the middle of it. It was a live broadcast, but then I rebroadcasted it as a regular video. It did taste like the way that this smelled. It was a great drink. It was expensive because I can't easily get loganberry here in New York. I had to order it from Canada or Maine or something like that. Anyway, but scent circles suck ass. They're terrible, except if you find the golden nuggets, okay? The Scarlet Woods scent circle was brilliant. It would last literally 10 to 14 days. This one is probably going to last a good solid 7 to 8 days, okay? I have these. I'm not buying scent circles anymore. The only reason why I would ever buy these, ever, is because I would give them away as gifts. And it's almost like you give it away as a sample to local customers, okay? Not even just local, you can mail them too. If you put one of these in an envelope, I don't think it costs any extra. But I haven't mailed anything in an envelope in like 2 or 3 years. But I also would never pay for these. Never. I would never invest any actual money in scent circles. I used to get them for free because I would always have shopping links open, and I would get 6 packs of scent circles for free or half price. So I'm not doing that math right now. They used to be $3 a piece. I think they're still $3 a piece, but you have to buy 3 at a time. Fuck that shit. No. So anyway, I will slowly go through these. Honestly, I usually use this. I just dropped it. Hold on. Okay. I usually use this. This one is beaten to shit. It is, but it still works. It still works. I have it over here. But I found these in my stash, and I said, you know what? I'm going to start to go through my scent circles instead, because as they sit, they go bad. They absolutely do go bad. I'll tell you, this one is going to be a good one too. Clothesline is going to be a good one. I'm not going to go through them. I am going to change them out as I need. And then once I'm done with that, I will be using pods in here. Now, a pod in my car is not as effective as a pod in my treatment room. The pod in my car, and I don't know if it's because I need a new one of these, but it doesn't emit all that much fragrance. Now, the cool thing about the pod is that the fan only turns on when the car is on. I really like that. It's a conservative way to go through your home fragrance or your car fragrance. But as it just sits in the open air, it's also emitting fragrance, which is nice if you're just sitting in the car, but I'm never sitting in my car without the car running. So I'm losing fragrance by it just sitting. And now taking it out of the pod pack and putting it back in, no. Anyway, so that's how I scent my car. That's what I'm going to be doing with my channel. I'm already at 7.5 minutes. I'm going to probably put this video out like at the end of next week. So like I said, today is July 12th. You'll probably see this around the 16th or 17th. I hope everyone is having a great day. Talk to you later. Bye.
Subscribe to MetallicaMom for home fragrance reviews.